What I'm trying to do is to find out how you were, what you were like as children. Brent, why you?
Because I think I'm still a child at heart.
Why? How old are you?
25.
And why are you still a child?
Well, I'm usually the youngest one amidst the five of us. And what else? I still collect toys. I collect like flying planes and what did I bought some Legos the other day. I love Legos. Oh, and I love puppet shows. Yeah.
And you, Zach, what were you like as a child?
I was very busy. I like to, play outside and usually like something having to do with.
What is your play more?
Well, but like innocent,
Of course. And what was your favorite school subject?
Oh my gosh, sports. Yeah, which was like recess or like my favorite subject was when I wasn't studying. I'm not really being a good influence. My favorite subject was math and art. Yeah, math and art. Those are really awesome.
And yours, Eddie?
Eddie's my name, and the big wheel was my game back when I was a kid. The big wheel. I'd rock, beat up all the kids with the green machine. Thanks. You want to just do it? No. Go ahead.
I'm not gonna do it.
So Ryan, come on, tell us.
When I was a kid, I too loved riding on. We have a toy called the Big Wheel. It's like what is it? It's a tricycle. It's like a big plastic tricycle, and I rode it everywhere. You can hear it coming from a mile away. Well, this is like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you're off it. And then I was always outdoors, bicycling, swimming, tennis, baseball, basketball, every sport you can think of. And I didn't really play video games. That's the one thing I did not really do when I was a kid. I wasn't into video games that much. Yeah, and then that's in movies. That was my favorite thing in the world. Was I would watch any movie. Yeah.
What?
Disney movies.
Disney movies. But what was your favorite school subject then? Math as well?
No, favorite school subject probably has. I'm trying to think. Has always been history and social, like studying the world. I loved geography, studying about other countries, studying about other places. I always wanted to travel and see other places.
And you, Drew?
As a child, science was my favorite subject. I remember my earliest memory in school was learning about the solar system in preschool, and they had do you remember those really old sort of mechanical things that they would like the solar system, that they would simulate how everything would rotate around each other? That's my earliest memory in preschool. And but yeah, I spent every single day from when school got out until it was dark on jumping stuff on my bike, and that was pretty much between science and books. I like to read a lot. Between science and books and jumping things on my bike, that was pretty much my whole childhood. And Legos.
So you were really into sports, or you were still into sports, I imagine. And were you all together in school, in the same school?
He was in California, in school, California, and
Colorado.
another school.
Going to the same online school right now.
Yeah.
And what was your child room looking like?
My room was painted blue because I wanted it to be blue, I guess. My parents asked me when I was 7, what color we're going to paint your room, what color do you want? And I'm like, blue. So it was all like, it looked like I was on, the sky. But it was basically, my room was a mess because like I would go from one thing to the next. So I would really like Legos for like a day, and then the next day I would like to do this and then that. And so there was like all these different things all over the floor.
All right, and you never put in order all the things you used?
No, my parents had to do it.
Really? And they did that?
Yeah, they did it for me. One time my dad organized. My dad's very analytical and organized, and so he organized all my toys by category on a shelf with like labels and everything.
Great. And Zach, did you have any posters on the wall?
Oh yeah. I had posters of athletes. Michael Jordan was like king of the world when I was young, so I had Michael Jordan. What else? I had posters of random other things, but mostly just sports stuff and like cars.
Musicians?
Actually, no musicians. Just athletes and fast cars.
Did any one of you have posters of musicians as well? You, everyone?
Yeah.
This is Eddie.
Yeah, I had. I can't tell who. Man, it was Kiss, and they were on top of a skyscraper in New York, and it was amazing.
Okay, Ryan.
It was Prince, and then my mother made me take it down because she thought I had pornography on my wall
Really?
and thought it was a girl.
And what did you do?
I took it down and I put up a Lamborghini.
And that was alright for your mom then? And you, Brent?
I had a poster. It's funny. I had a poster of a black Countach cop car. And yeah, I had a poster of black Countach cop car, an Elton John Yellow Brick Road poster, and that like Queen poster of the four heads.
This is true. Alright. And you, Brent?
Green Day and MXPX.
Okay.
I had movie posters. I used to go to movie theaters
Oh,
and when
yeah.
they were throwing away, I'd always walk up to the manager and I'd say, "Are you guys getting rid or changing your movie posters out?" And they always were. And I'd say, "Can I take them?" And
That's cool.
and they were like, I guess, because they usually threw them away. So by the time I was, at Pam and Tim's house, it was all movie posters, and I literally had every movie poster you can think of. My walls were just covered in movie posters.
You have to do that again now, huh?
Probably.
You had like Care Bears, He-Man, things like that on his wall. She-Ra.
And were you pretty messy as well, Ryan?
I was actually, believe it or not, extremely clean and neat when I was a kid, and then became kind of more unorganized as I got older. But until I was 17 or 18, my room was perfect. There was never anything out of place. There was never clothes on the floor. I never had to be told to clean my room because I was very almost obsessive about it being just perfect.
And how is that today?
Not the same. I care a lot less. I care a lot less now. Yeah, it's something it's very very strange. I don't know. It's I used to pick out what I was going to wear the next day to school, and the night before fold it and put it at the foot of my bed. Like that's how weird I was about being, everything being just like flawless. Everything was color coordinated in my closet. My socks were folded in the drawer. I mean, it was very, very weird.
All right. Did any one of you have a talisman how do you say that?
Wand?
No, 1 second. A lucky charm. Is that
Oh,
called
a
a lucky
talisman.
charm? A talisman. A talisman.
yeah.
As a child, did you have one, Drew?
I had a like a dream catcher. Did you have a dream catcher?
No, I had two things. I had a cubic zirconian diamond that my dad had gotten for me. My dad sold diamonds, and he got me this huge diamond, but it was fake. It's a cubic zirconian diamond. And then I had a coin from 1770 or something, a very, very old coin. And that was anytime I had friends over, I'd be like, "Hey, I want to see something really crazy." And I had it in a box that was locked, and I'd pull out the coin and the diamond. I'd be like, "This is a diamond,"
Was it hidden in your room
It
then?
was hidden. It was my little,
Where was it hidden?
Man, I had it in in my closet, in a box, in another. It was like stupid. It was like in 5 boxes, and it with locks on it, and someone was gonna, my parents were gonna steal it from me, and use it to go buy Coke or something. Yeah, it was locked up and hidden, and I knew little places around my house that were like hidden rooms and stuff like that.
Do you have talisman, Zach?
No, I actually didn't.
Do you have one today?
Um,
For tonight, for example? No.
I have this ring that we got from fans in Ukraine, I think, Russia, and
Wait, were you in Russia?
no. Anyway, some fans sent this to us from there. And
Oh, and you wear it?
yeah, it says God protect me and keep me safe, and this is like the only thing I think that I can think of that I keep, and just for that.
All right. And you, Eddie?
I don't have it.
No talisman? Brent?
Yeah, my dad played in the Olympics one time. He played piano for like a halftime Olympic ceremony. And they gave him this medal, and he gave that to me, and I just held on to it.
And you have it always with you when you're on tour?
As a kid, yeah.
As a kid. And today?
I don't know where it is, actually. I think it's in a drawer somewhere. Yeah.
And you said before, what was that?
Oh, do I have? Oh, it's like that was when I was really young. It's like a Native American dream catcher that you hang up on your like above your bed on your wall. That's supposed to keep.
Popular in America.
Yeah.
Colorado specifically.
No, we know it here as well. Just it seems like an Indian construct
Which it
with circles.
It's a circle with like a bunch of like
Like a web.
crisscrossing
Yeah, like a
web
web.
and then feathers or whatever.
And it catches the bad dreams then, or all the dreams.
but it didn't work. Yeah, I mean, it,
Didn't work.
no, not at all. I actually, I like,
Terrifying dreams.
yeah, like I had to, I was like under surveillance from a very young age for having these horrifying, like violent night terrors. So it didn't work at all.
More of a dream porthole.
Yeah.
With bad dreams.
Yeah.
The entrance. Come on, you're welcome. Bad
Yeah, it
dreams.
was an evil portal.
Where is it now? Burn?
It's in a box somewhere. Yeah, it's in a box somewhere. I've got a guitar that I bought when I was 15 that like has like unexplainably disappeared several times and then miraculously come back. And so I think if I'm sentimental towards anything or anything's like my good luck charm, I think it would probably be that.
And where is it?
It is in a case locked under a bed in my parents' basement because I don't want to take it anywhere anymore.
All right. Is there a song you had to learn in school? Do you know one? Could you sing that for us?
Row, row, row your boat.
The music I had to learn was all instrumental.
Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas, California, Colorado,
I don't know how you-
Connecticut, Delaware, Florida, Georgia, Hawaii, Idaho, Illinois, Indiana,
I had to learn.
Let's go.
Iowa, Kansas, Kentucky, Indiana, Maine, Maryland, Michigan, Minnesota, Mississippi, Missouri,
And
Montana,
more. Oh, okay.
Nebraska, Nevada. Da-da-da-da-da-da. I can't. It was some terrible song that like.
That's completely
It
different
was-
melody than
I knew the president's song.
Oh.
Guys, do that. I don't remember the rest of it, but it starts out. It's all the U.S. presidents from backwards. It goes Washington, Adams, Jefferson, Madison, James Monroe, John Quincy Adams. That one.
Do you know one?
No, I got nothing. I've got nothing. The ABC song.
ABC song?
Yeah.
How does that go?
It goes A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Won't you come and sing them with me?
Oh, great.
Yeah.
We know that as well, but obviously it's a little bit different. Oh, great, but it's the same melody. That's
I-
international, it seems.
I sing that song to my son to put him to sleep when he won't sleep. I now sing that, like me and my wife, we sing that song to my son. Yeah, and it gets kind of tiring after a while, though. A, B, C, D, go to sleep.
All right. Okay, just a little as a last thing, let's play a little game. You have to, if you had to choose between winter and summer, Zach.
Summer for sure.
Eddie,
Summer for sure.
Ryan,
Yeah, summer.
Brent, winter or summer?
Autumn.
That's what I yeah. Spring, autumn. And you, Drew?
Actually, growing up, fall was always my favorite time of year.
Oh yeah, fall's the
Because it was like,
autumn.
like when you get back into school and you it's the only time of year that you get new clothes and
Autumn is the best time.
Halloween is the best time as a kid. The funnest time.
Why?
Just because you get to dress up and hang out with your friends.
at
and
night you
at
get to
night.
go out at night.
Yeah.
It's like the one
Eat candy
year.
is the opposite of everything. It's the opposite of what you get to do every other day.
Yes.
Go out at night with your friends by yourself in the street, and then take candy from strangers.
On
And then
the
trade it later.
you spent and when we grew up, we spent all Halloween night looking for the mythical Coke House.
What is that?
There was one house that gave out full 12-ounce cans of Coca-Cola, and it was like a mystery. And I remember it took us 3 years to actually find the people that find the house, and then that was always our first bet, and then we would switch costumes, and we would just like every hour and a half we would like change costumes and go back there and get another Coke, get all hopped up.
I
Yeah.
was always just told praying I didn't get the apple with the razor blade in it.
Oh yeah, exactly.
You know, everyone, your parents
So,
told
like,
you.
a Hail Mary every
Yeah,
house.
some guys planting razor blades and candy, and there's always a rumor that somebody in your neighborhood was putting like needles or razor blades in the candy, and your parents would be like, "Now, this really happens. You need to be careful."
As a lesson.
Yeah, like don't you don't want to eat a razor blade. You know?
Candy corn out.
Yeah.
All right. So next question: if you're on the train, seat beneath the window or seat next to the corridor? This is true.
Oh, train window for sure.
Yeah, window for sure.
Window.
Plane.
Plane.
On a plane, I think we all like the corridor.
Why then?
Really?
If it's
Well, you're sitting in a different area.
if it's a flight that's less than 3 hours, then I'll sit on the corridor. But if it's more than 3 hours and I might want to sleep, I always take the window so I can lean against the.
And not because of the view then.
No, I don't like looking out the window in airplanes anymore, because we fly everywhere, and then I start thinking about the fact that we are 30,000 feet, 40,000 feet in the air in a metal tube with
Above Detroit.
with compressed gasoline, fire, an engine next to you, and I start thinking about how easy it would be to just blow up or crash.
And in a bunk bed, what would you choose, Drew?
I always slept on the top. We also had this thing with bunk beds that we would take shopping bags and we would jump off the top of the top bunk, and use the shopping bags as parachutes. And we actually thought that it worked, like somehow. And then from there we jumped off the roof with shopping bags. And
how did that end?
it was like the ultimate placebo, because we thought that they worked a little bit because it didn't really hurt when we landed, and but then when we got older we realized that it didn't really stop a whole lot, and you can actually just jump off a roof and you'll be fine. So it was a bad lesson to learn, I guess.
Zach?
I think the bottom, because it kind of like feels like a fort or like a castle or something, It's like cozy, you know what I mean? The top, I would probably fall off.
Are you moving a lot when you sleep?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
Eddie, in the bunk bed, what would you choose?
Always the top.
Why?
I just like being up and closer to the ceiling. It was someplace I'd never, on a normal day. who's that high in their house. So it was always like how Zach said, but it was always like a fort to me too. So.
Ryan,
Bottom.
why?
I don't know. I don't have a reason. Just bottom.
Okay, Brent.
The top, but then I always fell down. I always fell off.
Or you're a moving sleeper as well then?
Yeah. Sometimes I have like nightmares, and I'll like hit the bunk above me or whatever, and like let me out. You know, like I'll be dreaming that somebody locked me in a dungeon or something.
But you need a dream catcher then.
Exactly.
Well, a better dream catcher than his.
Yeah.
I need a better one. Yes, that's true.